Over a dozen top engineers boarded the company jet. It was a quick flight to a SpaceX test site across the country. Everyone was excited, everyone except the new guy. His name was Leo, quiet, smart, just 2 weeks on the team. He took his seat near the back, clutching a notebook. Then Elon walked onto the plane and stopped. He looked at Leo and said just one thing: "Get off the plane." The entire cabin froze. Leo blinked. "Sir, Elon's voice was calm but firm. "You're driving. I'll see you there." No one dared to ask. Leo nodded slowly, stood up and walked out. The jet door closed behind him. Some whispered, "What did he do wrong?" Others shrugged. Maybe Elon didn't like him. But no one really knew. Leo didn't argue. He rented a beat-up car, packed a protein bar and a cheap GPS, and drove 1,800 miles. Alone. He slept in parking lots, showered in gas stations, and still showed up, on time, 2 days later. No complaint, no email. Just walked into the testing facility and said, "Reporting in." A week passed. Then one afternoon, Elon called Leo into his office. Leo stood stiff, ready for a reprimand. But Elon smiled, slightly. "You passed," he said. "That wasn't punishment. It was a test." Leo frowned. "I needed to know," Elon continued. "Would you follow discomfort without ego? Would you choose the mission over your pride? Most would have quit, complained, tweeted." He leaned in. "You drove across the country and said nothing." That day, Leo got a promotion. But more than that, he earned Elon's trust. Something money can't buy. In the cafeteria later, someone asked Leo, "Weren't you angry?" Leo just smiled. "I wasn't hired to be comfortable. I was hired to build the future." Loyalty isn't proven when things are easy. It's proven when no one's watching. The team was in crisis mode. A critical rocket component had failed during testing. Launch was in 3 days. Investors were circling. The press was hungry for failure. The engineering room buzzed with panic. Everyone pointing fingers. Everyone except Leo. He sat in the corner, methodically disassembling the failed part, hour after hour, while others argued about who was to blame. At 3 a.m., the room had nearly emptied. Only Leo remained. That's when Elon walked in, dark circles under his eyes. "Everyone thinks we should delay," he said. Leo didn't look up from his work. "What do you think?" Elon asked. Leo finally raised his head. "I think I found the problem." He pushed a small metal component across the table. "Manufacturing defect, nearly microscopic." "Can we fix it?" Elon asked. Leo nodded. "I already have, but we'll need to test each unit manually." "That's thousands of parts," Elon said. Leo simply replied, "I'll start now." Elon studied him. "You haven't slept in 36 hours." Leo shrugged. "Neither have you." For a moment, Elon said nothing. Then he pulled up a chair. "Show me what to look for." They worked through the night. By dawn, they had a process. By noon, they had a team. By launch day, every component had been checked. The mission was a success. Later, at mission control, champagne flowed. Everyone celebrated. Leo stood by the window, watching the trajectory data. Elon approached with 2 coffee cups. "Not drinking?" Leo took the coffee. "Not yet." Still monitoring the orbital insertion. Elon nodded. "You know what impresses me most about you?" Leo waited. Everyone wants to be part of the victory, the glory moment. Elon gestured to the celebrating room. But few are willing to be part of the struggle. He pointed to Leo's notebook. "May I?" Leo handed it over. Inside were meticulous notes on every failure, every test, every iteration. Pages and pages of learning. This is why you succeed, Elon said. You don't fear failure, you study it. Leo took back his notebook. I learned that on my drive. Elon raised an eyebrow. Those 2 days alone, I kept asking myself why you sent me away. Leo closed the notebook. I realized it wasn't punishment, it was perspective. How so? Elon asked. On a plane, everything moves quickly. You skip the journey. Leo's voice was quiet but certain. But when you drive, you see every mile of difficulty. And that's how innovation works. No shortcuts. Elon smiled, a real smile this time. That's exactly why I hired you. Later, we spotted Elon across the hangar, now in his 70s, but still involved. He nodded to us, then continued his conversation with a young woman in a wheelchair, listening intently to her ideas. That evening, as I drove home along the coast, I thought about talent and character, about the seductive lure of brilliance without boundaries, about the kind of world we build with our choices. Raj could have helped us reach Mars faster. But Elon wasn't building a rocket. He was building a future. And the future doesn't belong to the cleverest. It belongs to those who still believe in right and wrong. But there's a final chapter to this story that few know. 5 years after the Quantum Horizons collapse, a package arrived at SpaceX headquarters. Inside was a handwritten letter and a thumb drive. The letter was from Raj. I was wrong, it began. I thought principles were stories we tell ourselves to feel virtuous. I believed only results mattered. The thumb drive contained breakthrough calculations for interstellar propulsion, Raj's work during his years off the grid. I offer this freely, with no conditions, the letter continued. Not for redemption or employment, simply because humanity should have it. The final paragraph read, Mr. Musk was right about me. I was dangerous, not because of my intelligence, but because of my arrogance. I've learned that innovation without conscience leads nowhere worth going. Elon never commented publicly on the package. The calculations were verified, incorporated anonymously into our research, and accelerated our deep space program by a decade. Sometimes I wonder where Raj is now. If he found peace. If he finally understood what Elon knew all along, that how we achieve matters as much as what we achieve. Because technology without wisdom is just sophisticated destruction. And brilliance without humanity is the most dangerous force of all. In the end, the Mars mission wasn't just about reaching another planet. It was about becoming the kind of people worthy of new worlds. And that journey begins not with the mind, but with the heart. Now, Leo's eyes widened slightly. It's experimental, unproven. Yes, Elon agreed. Just like you were a year ago. He handed Leo a set of plans. Most of the team thinks it can't be done. Leo studied the designs. What do you think? Elon smiled that slight smile again. I think you'll find a way, even if you have to drive there. Leo tucked the plans under his arm. When do we start? You already have. And as they stood there watching the sunset paint the rockets in golden light, Leo understood the most important lesson. The journey that tests you most is the one that transforms you most. The difficult road doesn't just reveal character, it creates it.